is to create a space where we can have basically a people's rally and try and bring that voice closer to the Bella Center. Given the police tactics so far, I don't know what's going to happen.
The other marches was simply a protest. This is an action. Absolutely no way will I react to police violence, but I will get into the compound. I think particularly I'm going to get arrested for that.
One thing is to make sure that people know what their legal rights are when they're at the demonstration, and that they know what the police are and aren't allowed to do.
This one is more focused on the lack of access for a lot of NGOs right now. They've saved money, they provide the technical resources needed to do a proper treaty and analysis, and yet they're being cut out outside of the process.
Today, we expected to have at least 90 delegates in here, but not one has been allowed in.
This person, I need to take back.
What is the criteria, to get inside or not? Why Friends of the International not
I did not make the decision, sir. I'm not able to speak on the decision.
But you should,
sir.
You should explain us.
I do not have the information to pass on to you.
And when did they inform you wouldn't be allowed?
Oh, we didn't know we wouldn't be allowed until we got to the security check when our ID cards were scanned.
He not only had his non-governmental organization pass, he had the secondary pass, which NGOs were required to get in the last few days. And so security was escorting him out. José Bové, the European Parliament member from France, was questioning security about why Nnimmo Bassey was being removed, and they started to move in on José Bové.
And what we are seeing, that the debate between the NGO, the poor people, and the governments is no more possible at 2 days of the end of this meeting.
Join the People's Assembly! Join the People's Assembly! Join the People's Assembly!
And we're going to be amassing to do a mass march out of people to say that we don't think these talks are worth working. We're going to be meeting the protesters who are coming from the outside of the talks, and we want to hold this People's Assembly within the grounds of the UN, where we're going to be talking about real alternatives rather than the false solutions that are being talked about in here.
Reclaim power! Climate justice now! Climate justice now!
We're from the Navajo Nation in Arizona in the United States, and we're taking part of this march because our world leaders are not doing a good enough job to protect us from climate change.
Climate justice! Now!
It just feels good to be among so many brave people who are struggling every day on this planet to make it a better world for all of us. It's an absolute privilege and honor to be standing with those who want to save the planet rather than destroy it for profit.
Our climate, not your business!
Climate justice now! Climate justice now! Climate justice now! Climate justice.
It was, I think, a symbolic moment for people to turn their backs on the negotiations the way that they did. I think the whole world knows that these negotiations are falling apart, that the emission cuts on the table from the rich countries will actually increase temperatures well above 2 degrees, 3.5 degrees actually.
We are here because we defend people's rights. We are here because we defend indigenous rights. We believe that agreements such as REDD, if they don't accept indigenous rights, they are not worth. They should not be agreed.
And you won't get through those policemen. We are here.
We believe in peace. We don't believe in violence. It is the police who have acted violent.
Go. Take it
Let us go!
No!
Let us go!
We've seen some incredibly heavy-handed police tactics, the arrest of thousands of people, I think, at this point, if you count the arrests today, for absolutely nothing, just to take people out of the game, to intimidate people. You know, what's at stake in the Bella Center affects everybody in the world.
We are people who have come here to form an alternative assembly, an assembly of the people. These people are the foot soldiers of the scum in there who are doing the corporation's bidding.
indigenous peoples, and we're trying to join our friends to have this people's assembly. The police here said that we could go join them, but now they're saying, no, we have to wait.
You'll come back. I promise.
You promised me.
I promise you're coming back here. And we will go to that station over there, and from there you can join the people outside, but not this way.
So I will let them know that, but they may want to make a decision to very peacefully still come anyway. And if that's the case, then that's their decision.
Yeah, but then they get arrested. That is shit, because the police would hit them. Why that?
Because we're here non-violently, and we know that we have the moral higher ground. It's unacceptable for police to hit peaceful protesters.
I know, but you get arrested.
Go back to the white car. I told you so many times, don't understand me.
I've just been speaking to the people who walked out of the conference in solidarity with us. They came to the police line and they tried to get through. Unfortunately, the police were just too violent and wouldn't let them through. So they went back to try and get back into the conference centre, and they've been told they're not allowed back into the summit.
That what we are doing is we are here for everybody, trying to ensure a safe future for all, and yet we're being reacted to with violence while the real criminals are negotiating inside a deal that is going to destroy and rip apart communities.
And this has been really symbolic of the whole way this conference has worked. They don't want any dissent. But this People's Assembly here is happening in solidarity with those who walked out. It's happening in solidarity of all the millions, if not billions of people around the world who are affected by climate change, whose voices are not being heard in that summit.
Why is it that we have these world meetings that involve the future of people from throughout the world that has limits on participation? You know, they can make plans to have larger facilities and people's assemblies to where people can have a democratic and transparent process to take part in these climate talks.